Hello, everyone. Welcome to the New Reality Collective edition of September 17th. And a ton of news broke out today. And yeah, DCU talk, She Hulk casting, PS5 pre orders being a complete disaster, more professional wrestling talk. And last but not least, Lord of the Rings talk, along with Uncharted. So let's get right into these things. I'm trying to keep everything in balance and everything. Let's hope we can get things back in order, but with day releases. But moving on. So there has been one of the actors of the Lord of the Rings upcoming TV show developed by Amazon has resumed filming in New Zealand, and now one of the stars has spoken about the enormous undertaking the production's doing. Clark, I can't pronounce the first name, so I can't pronounce even the Lord of the Rings character name, told NME that she has been blown away by the sheer scale of the production. Not only that, but the production team is reportedly going very deep in detail onto the details. The amount of people working on the show is continually mind-blowing. One of the guys' jobs consists of just seeing how dust reacts to footsteps and breath, Clark said. That would never even cross my mind before, other than something like Marvel. I don't think these things get much bigger than this. Well, when you say that people are reacting to how dust moves with footsteps and breath, reminds me of that one director who, let's see, that revenge movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. He was apparently wanting to have the film be set, with the sun around, and then they were like, "No, we're not doing that. We can't do that. That's unfeasible. That's feasible. That's very feasible and whatnot." But yeah, production of the TV show shut down earlier this year due to the COVID virus, and Clark has remained in New Zealand since February. I've certainly been homesick, but it's really small cross to bear in comparison to what's going on at the moment. So the update is that the Lord of the Rings takes place during the Second Age, and there's a ton of content that can be told there. The forging of the Rings of Power, the war on Sauron, the creation of the Ring Wraiths, and the sinking of the island of Numenor into the sea. So it will air on Amazon Prime and yada yada yada. So yeah, they're really really trying to go for details, and I'm all for going into great detail. But people have said that when like if they're going that far of details, also Wakanda Forever, but when they go into that far of detail, it's like it's becoming less of attention to detail and more like we're becoming obsessed for detail. That's one of the things that Red Dead Redemption 2 too many of us suffered from. Like, oh my god, it's just insane when you look at that. Uh, I'm certainly hopeful of this series. I don't know if it connects to the movies. I've lost track on that, but let's hope Amazon can get this really working. In fact, I'm wondering how much money. I think they said $1 billion or close to it, halfway there at best. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see when the show launches. Pure insanity awaits. So Rocket League, I mentioned, is getting a free to play change, and here's the thing that annoyed me. So Fallout 76 this year, after being on the grid for a few years now, is doing a season 1. And now Rocket League has been around for 5 years, goes free to play. It's now in season 1. And I'm thinking to myself, what? So this leads to Rocket Pass is the main attraction of Season 1, introducing over 70 tiers of items to unlock, most of which are inspired by Rocket League's 5-year history. Like previous Rocket Passes, the premium track of Season 1 Pass begins with a new battle card. Buy the pass and you'll immediately unlock the Harbinger, which was shown in the trailer. The competitive season officially resets, begins a little bit after 3 p.m. PT, 6 p.m. ET on September 22nd, so the beginning of the fall. So you can actually get a bit of a head start on your working on your way through the ranks if you buy Rocket League or already own it ahead of its game going free to play. Season 1 makes new changes to Rocket League as well. Tournaments are getting revamped, making it more approachable with squads of 3 to join into a 32-team competition. Season 1 adds a new challenge menu, which should make it easier to keep track of your daily and weekly challenges. It will be continuing until December 9th. So I don't get why I like, to some extent I get they're calling it a season, but at the same time it annoys me because these two, like Fallout 76 and Rocket League, these games are multiple years old and you're going for, oh, we just started the season. And I'm thinking to myself, it reminds me of Final Fantasy X a little bit, where you can win the championship even though the season technically just started, and you're left with like, what? So I don't know. I don't know why they do this. I'm royally confused. It's not even, you can't even use comic book business practice. At least with comic books, when they relaunch a comic, you at least get an understanding why it's a new number one, therefore it's valuable. But still, it's kind of annoying for me. So yeah. So there is further hype towards the idea of a Mass Effect remaster trilogy, as a Mass Effect Normandy replica pre-order hints at this, which is going to be $50 apparently, or close to it. But after the events, it's currently on sale. Dark Horse Deluxe Mass Effect Alliance Normandy SR2, a small scale figurine of Commander Shepard Shaft from probably the most acclaimed Mass Effect entry. The figurine is just the in-game ones you can collect and display in your personal quarters. With a metallic N7 symbol to really stand out when on show. Check it. There's an image of it. The listing specifically mentions that this is a remastered edition of this model, which could line up with the potential trilogy remaster. The replica is set to launch on November 25th, but a previous retailer leak suggested the trilogy is coming to current-gen consoles and on PC this October. Mass Effect X publisher EA has yet to formally announce anything. Mass Effect Andromeda was the last one, when attempting to spin out the franchise in a whole new, brand new galaxy with a whole new cast. While a good game at times it felt like after the whatever. Um, so, I do like Mass Effect Andromeda. I'd like it myself. I enjoyed it. I knew it would never recapture the magic of the original trilogy. It's borderline like the Star Wars trilogy, except without all the insanity that came with it. But I knew that Andromeda would never duplicate that magic again. It has to tell its own story. And I thought there was some good stuff in Mass Effect Andromeda. I really did love the final boss battle where despite you having two companions with you, your other companions are fighting alongside you in the background and fighting for more AI and helping you out a bit. I was like, man, that's something Mass Effect 3 should have done. Yeah, I said something Mass Effect Andromeda did better than Mass Effect 3. Sue me. Whereas in Mass Effect 3, you just got these hollow transmissions of goodbyes and these final scenes with people you probably will go with or probably won't go with. But yeah, that was the big difference I had. So it's the Mass Effect 2 Normandy model, and yeah, I don't still like. I hope they make this free for people who like have the trilogy and it's backwards compatible, and I hope they do optimize it for the next consoles. So we'll see where that goes. Also, in Marvel news, She-Hulk taps Orphan Black's. I'm not pronouncing her name. Casted an Orphan Black star, has been cast as Jennifer Walters and She-Hulk in the Marvel She-Hulk series. So she's joined the MCU. Tatiana Maslany. Sorry. She starred on Orphan Black as Sarah Manning from 2013 to 2017. So she's set to be Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk. So that's pretty kick-ass. I don't know much about her. I could be wrong. I don't know much about her. I've never watched Orphan Black, but apparently she was on Shameless, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Modern Family, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, including the romantic comedy Marry Me. Including showing up, recent acting credits include Perry Manson, where she portrays Sister Alice. And like I said, they also did say that writing on She-Hulk is completed back in May. So I don't know the full plans, what they're going to do with this. Mark Ruffalo said he wants to be in the show, and I would love to see how they interact with each other in this. But I don't know much about the actor, and I don't really remember much. So we're going to have to see where she goes. This is a big head-on jump for me, since now she's going to be part of the big universe that's in store for her and all the insanity that comes with it. So Sony shot themselves in the foot, everyone. So Sony confirmed that PlayStation 5 will not be backwards compatible with PlayStation 1 to 3 games. It will be compatible with PlayStation 4, but not the first 3. During an interview, President and CEO Jim Ryan was asked about the PS4 compatibility and whether or not the new system would be compatible with the other consoles' games. We keep in mind the engineering specialized for the PS5 as we produce the device. In the midst of that, the PS4 has a 100 million players who they want to play PS4 titles on PS5 as well. So we include compatibility with the PS4. While implementing that, we also focus on efforts taking in the high-speed solid-state drive and the new controller DualSense at the same time. So unfortunately, we could not reach implementations with such compatibilities. Okay. How about you just make retrofitted controllers to fit for the PS5's architecture, and then you could backwards compatibility. Oh god. Bad move. That we're doomed. Yeah, that shot itself in the foot. Oh man. Yeah, it shot itself in the foot. I'm gonna just say it, and it's already having enough issues as enough as it's going. Like, so yeah, apparently Sony's pre-order stuff has kind of went into a complete utter disaster. When pre-orders for PS5 went seemingly live at random, despite Sony claiming they begin the following day, resulting in many hopeful gamers missing out on the chance to pre-order the new console. Yeah, it kind of went to hell, apparently. The sites crashed and everything, and whatnot, and the subsequent pre-order stealth launch, and yeah, after that little secret surprise tactic they pulled, Microsoft Xbox posted a tweet saying our mentions right now, which shows a 99999 what billion trillion amount of nines with a plus, so there's more than that. And regarding the response to the countless tweets in which Xbox was tracked during and after the showcase, basically say, "Hey, Xbox dead. You love to see it." And they're just, I'm kind of liking this attitude Microsoft's giving. They just don't care. It's more like, oh man, this is gonna be awesome. Honestly, I want to I want to be interested in the PS5, but when I heard the backwards compatibility thing happen, it was like, oh man, you really should not have thought that. You should have thought this through more. Another big news that happened in the world of entertainment. Let's see. Hogwarts Legacy, the upcoming RPG game. So, the certain author, whose name I will not mention on the grounds of my sanity, has been in the news lately. Okay, not lately, more like a lot. And very quickly. And for the past several years. Where the author of the Harry Potter series has been making controversial statements and whatnot. So Warner Brothers told the public, like, look, she is not directly involved with Harry Potter RPG Hogwarts Legacy. So, yeah. Yeah, Warner Bros. Had to come out and say she is not directly involved in the creation of the game. Her extraordinary body of work is the foundation of all projects in the Wizarding world, which is obvious, but they did say that they did decline to comment on whether whether She Who Must Not Be Named will receive royalties from the sales. And given that this is based off her work, so I'm going to assume yes. Yeah, this was revealed during the PS5 showcase. I don't really particularly care. I just never got into Harry Potter, so I probably don't know. I don't think I'll play it. But we got good news that doesn't involve pissing people off with disturbing takes. But The Batman has resumed filming after Robert Pattinson's quarantine due to COVID-19. The Batman returns. So Batman kicked COVID-19's ass and is now resuming production. And woo! So Batman kicked COVID's ass, showcased that on vengeance. Though it is probably best for Robert Pattinson to rebrand himself from Batman because COVID is kind of a thing and bats came from COVID. So yeah, that might be awkward. So yeah, congrats to Robert Pattinson. He's well again. He kicked COVID's ass. While it was never explicitly stated, it was said that it's probably him. But he kicked COVID's ass. Yeah. So congratulations, Robert Pattinson. Now don't sparkle. So the Xbox Series S games will be smaller than the Xbox Series X. So that's a big deal. So in an interview with IGN, Xbox Director of Programming Management Jason Ronald confirmed that the game install size will be approximately 30% smaller on the Series S than on Series X. This is due to the reduced resolution texture packages needed for the games on Series S, which will be targeting 1440p resolution instead of 4K on Series X. With performance target of 1440 at 60 frames per second, our expectation is that developers will not ship the highest level mip-maps to Xbox Series S, which will reduce the size of the games. Ultimately, the control is in the developers' hands. We've had this technology for a while that allows developers to intelligently choose which assets to install on which device they're playing on, so the flexibility is in the developers' hands to make sure the right assets are there. AKA, let's use common sense, please. So, yeah. And they also said in the interview, Ronald also discussed how the Xbox Series S lower power won't limit developers. He has said that, and this is what he said: the core capabilities are the same between two consoles: variable rate shading, DirectX ray tracing, the entire Xbox Velocity architecture. We wanted to make sure those compatibilities were there, but ultimately it's within the developer's control to do what's right for their individual games. And I'm not going to go into the huge amount of whatnot of tech talk, but that was basically the gist of it. They want to trust the developers on this, so EA better learn. So yeah, that's what happened on that front. And Uncharted's movie, apparently Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland movie Uncharted has a bit of a fan issue because the internet sucks. Yeah. So, Mark Wahlberg is set to play the role of Wahlberg set to play Sully, and there was some footage that was shown in Berlin, and now they mentioned how this is a younger Nathan Drake and Sully, but for some reason fans got pissed because, of course. Now, what do they get pissed about? Is it the actors? Is it how they look? No. It's because Sully has no mustache. Gotcha. I'm going to dismiss that as bullshit because why... Why... We're really getting offended over this? We're really getting pissed off over this? Like, this is like... remember Superman? In CGI'd top lip in Justice League? Oh, man. Is this really something to be freaking out over? Like, they're younger versions of the characters, so maybe we can grow into it. Maybe this is early in the movie. Maybe they'll show him with the older look. But, yeah, can we please just calm the fuck down? So PS5, Sony news has come out. Sony has begun sending out invites to pre-order directly from PlayStation, and Sony has started sending out these invitations to those who signed up for a chance to pre-order the PS5 directly from PlayStation, letting them know that they can secure one on beginning this Friday, September 18th. IGN got some stuff in it, but Sony warns that if the URL is shared and other attempts To use it, you will be locked out of the order system. Furthermore, the invite is only valid through 9:59 PT Saturday 9:19 or while supplies last. So they're doing direct pre-orders and everything and whatnot. So that's good and whatnot. But they did. I think IGN did share the stupidity. No, wait. It's a PGN vial. Good. But yeah, they don't want anyone sharing it, or else it ends in disaster. So let's hope that doesn't happen. As part of the testing of the we have to shoot ourselves in the foot with backwards compatibility, PS5 did say that 99% of thousands of PS4 games have been tested and will be compatible with them. Sony Interactive CEO James Ryan has stated that 99% of the thousands of PS4 games it's tested will be played well on the PS5 via backwards compatibility. Speaking to the Washington Post, Ryan also discussed Sony's new PS Plus collection, which will offer 18 first-party titles of the PS4 for download to subscribers to the PlayStation Online service. Ryan continued to say that he expects up to 4 years for the PS4's expected lifespan. The PS4 community will continue to be incredibly important as 3 to 4 years. Many will transition to PS5. We hope that if we do our job well, tens of millions will still be engaged with the PS4. This commitment was echoed with Sony's announcement that Spider-Man Miles Morales Sackboy, A Big Adventure, and Horizon Forbidden West will also launch on PS4. However, the decision does seem to go against Ryan's previous statements that he was not interested in making PS4 versions of PS5 games. So, yeah, contradiction machine is back. But, yeah, PS4, that's cool and everything, but at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, but when you get rid of the nostalgias of the PlayStations 1 through 3, you're cutting what could be a huge revenue source for you guys. That's why people were so mad when Microsoft denied the backwards compatibility initially, and then they started working on it with virtual technology. In fact, remember that one comment that was made? Backwards compatibility means you're just playing backwards. What happened to that guy again? I think he got fired. But, yeah, that ended badly for him. But, yeah, they need to find some way to get the PS1 through 3 games to be compatible with PS5. It's at this point that fans want to play nostalgic games. Like, I still play my nostalgic games from time to time, but, I don't get why. I don't get why they can't do that. Is there a technological restraint? Why not just do the same thing you did with the whole but like with the whole claim of, you know, like Sony could just make a virtual machine of PS1 through 3. In fact, computer emulators duplicate it. Probably they could hire an emulator developer to do it. They could probably do that. Anyways, yeah. So Ray Fisher has been making huge stuff going on regarding the claims he's made about Justice League. And reports came out on IGN and whatnot, and a new report claims that Cyborg actor Ray Fisher didn't begin his campaign against Warner Brothers over working on the Justice League issues until after he was offered only a small cameo in The Flash, the upcoming movie starring Fisher's Justice League co-star Ezra Miller and Brendan Affleck, as well as Michael Keaton. The Wrap, citing 2 anonymous insiders for purported knowledge of the situation, reports that Warner Bros. Has not heard back from Fisher's team since he was offered a small role in The Flash in June. The inclusion of Cyborg as a long suggesting Flash in the long-delayed Flash movie was first revealed by Justice League executive producer Deborah Snyder in 2016. Fisher reps at Paradigm Agency, so it's a paradigm shift, and Management 360 issued the following statement to the Wrap, which points out their response didn't address the size of the role, the current state negotiation, and the timing of it all. Mr. Fisher is and has been under contract with Warner Bros. Pictures since 2014. Per the terms of that pre-negotiated contract, the option to include Mr. Fisher as the Victor Stone character, aka Cyborg, has always rested in the hands of Warner Bros. Pictures. Fisher has been attached to a solo Cyborg movie, which was first announced back in 2014 for a 2020 release, which never happened, but which the Wrap claims was stopped in development back in 2016. The Wrap also claims that Warner Bros. Didn't respond to the request for comment. Ray Fisher responded to the Wrap's report on Twitter without reviewing any of its specific fix, except to refer to it as a trash article. Getting tagged, this is what Ray Fisher wrote on Twitter. Getting tagged in a trash article, $0. Being able to watch that article get universally flamed more easily because you were tagged, priceless. A over E. First tweet claiming he wanted to retract his past praise for Justice League reaches Joss Whedon came out on June 29th, which the rap claims came after Warner's had offered Fisher the cameo in The Flash. Then in July, Fisher stepped up his campaign against Warner Bros. And Whedon, alleging a toxic and hostile working environment on Whedon's set, and that former DC film bosses Jeff Johns and John Berg enabled it. Berg denies this. Jeff Johns remains silent. While Fisher was initially encouraging in his social media about the news in August that Warner Bros. Was launching an investigation into the actor's claims, by September he claimed that DC film president Walter Hamada was covering Jeff Johns and impeding the investigation. Warner Bros. Issued a denial, claiming Fisher has refused to cooperate with the investigation. Fisher denied this and questioned the independence of the investigation, and led by an outside firm hired by Warner Media. Since then, Jason Momoa came out in support of Ray Fisher's campaign against Warner Bros., notably the only Justice League cast member to do so. Barring any pandemic-related delays, The Flash is aiming to begin production in 2021 March, under the direction of Andy Muschietti. The It films, both Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck were praised their respective roles as Batman for the film, the latter announcement, which Fisher recently blasted as a public relations stunt on part of Warner Bros. To distract from the investigation. Producer Barbara revealed at DC Fandom that The Flash will be a soft reboot for the DCU as well, so look forward to that. I talked about it. So, legendary Gerald Briscoe had left the company and took to Twitter tonight on Wednesday night to troll fans for the anticipation reveal of the big news. And this is what his big announcement was. Hello, Internet world. It's Wednesday night. I told you I'd be coming to you Wednesday night to make my big announcement. First of all, I wanted to tell you, and I hope you're getting this, I really do. I had to borrow my wife's phone today, and she's got a Samsung, and I've got an Apple phone. One of these smartphones you can talk and you can see people, you can do this stuff here. I've got that, she's got a Samsung. I don't know how, but I hope it works. I wasted all my time here talking about that, but that's not why you guys came here. I want to tell you, first of all, the love and support you guys. I appreciate you guys appreciating me. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm on Cameo. I'll call your girlfriend, tell her you don't love her anymore. I'll call your mama, wish her a happy birthday. Your brother, happy birthday. I'll call your grandmother. I may even know your grandma. Who knows? Papa was a Rolling Stone. Briscoe continued to talk about his pro wrestling tea store. He also talked about a possible talent agency project with talent agent and attorney CJ Argone, who noted in his Twitter bio that he is the future NFL talent scout. I'm on Pro Wrestling Tees. I've got new merchandise on Pro Wrestling Tees. One other thing I got going on, I'm going to put out a press release on this. I'm going to make this quick so I can get the big announcement. I got a big press release coming out on me and CJ Argone. On Twitter, I follow him. He's going to be an NFL agent, and we're going to form a talent agency. I'm a talent scout. He's going to handle the pro football and NFL. We're going to have boxing, all kinds of combat sports. Who's going to handle the combat sports? I am. He's going to handle football. So look for the press release coming out. You know, everything's been going good. So anyways, you didn't come to listen to all this stuff. You came to hear what my big announcement is. After 36 years working behind the scenes, I decided I'm going to... Oh, I got 1% on a battery here. I gotta get to it here. So yeah, that was the big announcement and whatnot. And that someone did ask if there's a chance he's going to write an autobiography about his career in WWE. He said no plans at the moment. So, yeah, that was the big trolling announcement he made. Everyone thought it was going to be AEW related or something. But, yeah. So, other WWE news happened. Ricochet took to Twitter this evening to dismiss rumors on his future. It was recently reported via WrestleVotes that a certain WWE talent has decided not to re-sign with the company once their current contract expires. There was no name given with the report, but there has been a lot of speculation who the superstar might be, and there were new online rumors on the report about Ricochet. Ricochet shot down those rumors, posting a GIF dismissing the chatter, and then said he's never told anyone he's leaving. He wrote this, but seriously, where the hell did these rumors start? Alright, I've never said once I am leaving to anyone. So for those dirt sheets out there, maybe fact check before you blast some trash on your website for some clicks. So yeah, Ricochet's pissed, and he's not going anywhere. Here's the thing, WrestleVotes. I will give WrestleVotes some credit here, the benefit of the doubt. He never explicitly did say that it was, Ricochet. He just said someone is not opting to resign. That got a lot of flack, but still, he never said that, so yeah, he could still be credible. Ryback wants to be erased from petty WWE history as trademark battle continues. So, former WWE Intercontinental Champion Ryback took to Twitter today and revealed that his trademark battle with WWE has officially started. He noted that the case can take up to 20 months to settle. WWE mentioned CEO and Chairman Vince McMahon know that he hopes to be in and be forever erased from the company. The trademark case has begun, he wrote, with WWE and Vince McMahon, and can go upwards of 20 months. While unfortunate they choose not to let this go, it gives me great joy beating them every step of the way. I will win this and hope to forever be erased from that company. And he folded, feminine nutrition, whatever, folded hands emoji he posted. Ryback made yet another tweet where he says, I want everyone to see how petty WWE is. A trademark that they renewed the last day, so I couldn't get it for a minimal fee, and one they don't use anymore and haven't been used in games, merch, etc. I am the trademark and created prior to working here. Let it go and let's move on. Ryback also claimed that he threatened with creative changes multiple times when he was signed to the company to sign contracts and to drop $1 million malpractice lawsuit over a botched ankle injury he suffered in 2010. Ryback has also said he was denied opportunities outside of the company. WWE threatened me creatively multiple times in signing contracts and in dropping a multi-million-dollar malpractice case against a botched ankle injury, denying multiple opportunities outside of the and we all saw what they did on air. The game ends here and the future will improve, he wrote. Made a follow-up on his back and shoulder injuries, knowing that he covered them. He blamed most of the damage on WWE and said the company needs to change. I also want to clarify all injuries to the back and shoulder happened, and I have 100% paid for it. The neglect medically pumping me full of cortisone and Torel, while saying I would be alright, caused the bulk of it. End of day, my fault. Things need to change. WWE needs to change. Regarding the trademark and whatnot, first sign and everything, it just recaps certain stuff about Ryback, and his tweets are still up. So, yeah, WWE does really need to have its changing practices. I don't know when they're going to stop, but if Andrew Yang gets Secretary of Labor by Joe Biden, if the election goes the way it's supposed to, goes the way it may go, that could be the big, oh no, Vince will panic. So the UK launched Hurricane, and the UK NXT relaunch was on the 17th. I have not watched it, but they have said that there will be some big matches. There were some big matches in Ultra Competitive Tag Team and the UK Heritage Cup Tournament. But yeah, so the NXT UK brand has relaunched. Walter White is seeking to crush people's chests and perform Temple of Doom style stuff. So, yeah, that's exciting. I thought for sure it would shut down. The reason is because of all the controversy back in June. But glad to see they managed to pull through, but let's hope they fix the issues they're currently dealing with. So, Finn Balor recently won the NXT Championship for a second time and took time to talk with Vibe and Wrestling about the accomplishment. So, he was asked if he made the right, say it was a special accomplishment, and confirmed he made the right decision to head back. However, he does explain in this big interview that he feels that his demon persona didn't work on the main roster because they wanted to use it too much and became a savior of sorts. Interestingly, he felt like the overuse hurt both characters. Yes. The demon was designed as something special. It was one of those things that should have been saved for breathtaking occasions, but it ended up being advertised in the media, and that was one of the main reasons why it didn't work. The surprise factor was completely gone, and the demon became Finn Balor's savior, which was also to my detriment because I could not develop my own character separate from the demon. I think it hurt both of us, Finn Balor and the demon. So, yeah. And mentioned while he's not using his demon character for cinematic type matches, he would much prefer pulling it out in a stadium full of people at WrestleMania. So he's interested in doing all that. He wants to bring the demon back on his terms, but WWE's overall reliance on it and ingraining it with his character really damaged it to a very non-comparative, to a non-ability way of fixing it. But maybe there's hope that they could fix it, but we'll have to see how that goes. The demon character for me died after the Halloween stuff they tried to do with Sister Abigail, transvestite, Wyatt, cross dressing, and Pumpkin Finn. And while AJ Styles and Finn Balor Demon was a great match, it really was telling that only happened by sheer accident in ways that should not have happened. But WWE was clearly ready to kill everything about Finn Balor and detrimentally destroy his career. So, yeah. It does suck that the demon character probably won't be back for a long time, and yeah, it would be cool. Like, that's NXT's strength. They only used it for big occasions, and that was only for takeover events. But Finn Balor was always that guy who said, "I don't want to be the demon." Like that feud with Kevin Owens, where he was saying he could beat Kevin Owens without the demon. Kevin Owens wanted to fight the demon, and it was push until eventually he had to unleash it. But yeah, NXT did it, booked it right, in my opinion. And plus, since NXT takeover events were always very few and far between each other, it was enough fresh air to let Finn Balor do his stuff while also keeping his mystique of the demon character intact. So, yeah, that was the final piece of news. This was a pretty short episode compared to all the other ones. Close to 40 minutes in total. So nothing big happened on this stuff. Nothing else big happened on Thursday for some reason. I'm a little surprised by that. But right now, I don't know what the end game goals for this week are going to be. I'm planning to probably wait till Sunday to stop doing episodes and then work on doing Monday through Saturday and keeping Sunday as a day off. So look forward to my scheduling plans. They may change down the road. Let's get right into everything and enjoy the fun while it lasts. Like Sunday, we'll have a taped episode already produced, but I'm talking about I don't do scheduled recordings for Sunday to give myself some breathing room. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan for the recording for the New Reality Collective stuff going forward. I hope to have everything, dates and everything in order to get things ready. This was New Reality Entertainment and Collective. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate. Stay tuned for more, and peace out.